Howdy folks, and welcome back to Halo Wars. Now, in the previous episodes, we managed to get our hands on a holy map that the Covenants were after and tried to destroy. The map wanted us to go to the colony of Arcadia, so we went right there, of course. We didn't save the colony, but we saved a few lucky ones. And now the colony has been completely destroyed by the Covenant, so we had to pull back from the colony itself and go to the outskirts of the city. Now the Covenants are on our tails, and we have to fight for our lives while we wait for some reinforcements from the Spirit of Fire. Let's see what happens next. Now, you can see the situation we are in is quite suboptimal. We got a few Spartans, so yay! But yeah, we are running from the Covenants and we are getting our asses kicked. Now we have to join the location that was pinpointed by the AI Serena. And of course it would be defended otherwise. Well, of course there are going to be enemies on the way. That's a bit obvious, right? So let's just run. Now, my Scorpion is very kind, he's leading the way, but the problem is that he's now stuck because of reasons. And I'm going to lose the Scorpion. My other units are taking quite a beating right here. Of course I got some Spartans, so everything is going to be fine, but the Marines are not really enjoying the attention. Marines are very fragile. We just reached the crater, so we just have to clear the enemy right here. It's not going to be too hard. They are sending some air units, otherwise it's not funny, but it's only Banshees, so Banshees are not very resilient. Yeah, they already lost one. And now that we managed to nearly clear the crater, we just have to wait till the last of the Banshees dies.
Feeling fine. I'm ready.
And oh yeah, he missed with his missile. And Mr. Banshee, are you going to die? Yep, you are. Now, area secured. They are creating a base for me.
Let's get to it.
Okay, so we will have to defend this location until the reinforcements arrive. We are waiting for the Omega team. The Omega team is a Spartan team, and these guys are already kicking asses. Now, thanks to the magic of editing, I'm going to skip the base construction part because it's very lame and you're getting used to it. So we are just trying to push forward to see what's around the crater. Yeah, we found some resources that can be interesting in the future. Now, the base is not very evolved right now, and we don't have much resources, let's say it that way. The problem being that our Marines are not very powerful, so each time they meet someone, they get their asses handed to them. So we have to pull back. The Spartan is helping, of course. Now we really have to defend this crater with all the units that we have, since they are going to send wave after wave, and my units are not upgraded anything. So I really need help. And of course they send me some reinforcements, but it's not going to be enough. Now, I managed to spot another base right here. It's a Covenant base. That would be very useful to use in the future. Not right now, because I don't have the resources to launch an offensive. And speaking about offensive, the Covenant just launched one on our base. And it's getting harder and harder to rebuild them. So absolutely to get some reinforcements on the ground. And I just can't send Marines, well, they're not powerful enough. That's going to be a real issue. Yep, we managed to repair this offensive, that's good. I'm still working on the base to get more resources so I can get more units. You know the drill by now. I'm trying to upgrade my units as well. Because the Marines, not upgraded, they are not very good, but when you upgrade them, yeah, they can be pretty good. But you have to spend quite a lot of resources into them. And these are resources that I just don't have. And that is the problem. I'm going to send a few warthogs. Warthogs can be pretty good at this stage of the game. They are more powerful than marines, and they are not very expensive. But they are expendable, and that's what's good. You can send a lot of these. So the units that you see right now is a Cobra. It's an anti-vehicle unit, which is, as you may have guessed, very good against vehicles. Now, it do have two modes, mobility mode and some sort of static mode, which make it very, very powerful indeed. So it's going to be a huge shield to help me defending the base. We are launching a small offensive to try to get control of the other base. As you can see, it's a very small offensive. But I'm still sending a Spartan because it can be very useful. The problem being that there is a super unit just there. And some other units, of course. Yeah, of course they got a tank and some other things. So I'm going to use a very elaborate strategy that we call run away! And that's just what I'm going to do. Just running away and try to get some more units since the Marines got their asses kicked. And of course I don't have the resources. Now, on the other missions, if you accept the other one on Arcadia, most of the time you can just take your time to get as much unit as you want and then launch a very big offensive when you think that you have more units. Because the Covenant will just leave you alone until you attack them. In this mission, they just keep coming, so I must keep producing units at great cost, seeing them getting destroyed, and create another unit as well. So resources-wise, it's not a very efficient way, but I just don't have the choice. I'm trying to get a tank, since tanks are tanky, as the name suggests. We are trying to launch another offensive, but of course the Covenants attack at the same time. We will see what we can do. I'm going to launch a few Spartans this time. 3 Spartans should do the trick if I send enough units with them. And yeah, my units are getting their asses kicked once again. We are getting used to that, right? And we just managed to get our hands on a Scorpion. So this tank is going to be very helpful. This gun is very powerful and it's really going to help against incoming assaults. And we are nearly done with this wave. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Let's launch an offensive. We just clear these units first and then we will launch the offensive. Yeah, more Warthogs, of course, more Marines, of course. Now, let's see how the offensive is going. Yeah, they have an artillery unit that defends this base. And that's going to be a big issue. Because the Scorpion is nearly destroyed. The Marine units are not going to survive for very long. And the Spartans, while very good, are not that good, you know. These are not Master Chief. If you played the Halo games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The Spartans are very good, but it's not. It's not Master Chief. That's it. Master Chief is really a true hero. It's really the pinnacle of what a Spartan can be. Master Chief saved the Earth so many times that they stopped counting. And yeah, I just lost a Warthog that just arrived. Poor guy just got drained and then blah. Yeah, so now let's get more units onto the ground so we can help with the taking the other base, because yeah, I think the units that I have are going to be enough. The problem being this turret. The question is not if it's going to fire again, but when, so we have to destroy it right here and then, while defending the base, of course. And yeah, we are just getting finished with this turret. We can build a fire base in the meantime Yeah, that's going to be very, very good as well. We have way more resources and better units. So that could really be a game changer. And yeah, of course, they're using the motorway right here to move to my base. I'm sending the Spartans back because they still have to defend the base. The main one, I'm talking about this main base. We can improve our units because they build an armory, which is very useful. And now we can get a lot more units on the ground. So yeah, the defense will just be way easier that way. And we can even launch some small scale offensives. Yeah, not very good offensives, but at least we're trying, right? Yep. And in the meantime, we can just make some air units. Well, we will try to make some air units, thanks to the building I just launched the construction for. It's the air units could really help me to intercept the enemy units. But right now, even more important than the air units, I'm trying to get the ghost cannon for the warthog. The ghost cannon is really going to transform the warthog into a killing machine, and that's really what I need. Now, this wraith is not going to survive for much longer, and yeah, you can see the Covenant is trying to get through my base just there. It's now that I realize from where they're coming from, right? We just built our air pad, which will help us get some air units up to the air. Of course, they are trying to attack the second base. Yeah, they are attacking from every direction at the same time. So that would be really nice if the Omega team could hurry up a bit, you know. They say they are going to come, but we don't exactly know when. And will that be enough? Because if the Covenants keep attacking like that, we can sure defend the base, but we are a bit stuck here. We can launch any scale offensive, or anything. So we are really stuck. We absolutely need help. Otherwise, we're all going to die here because of our old age. Because we are stuck in a crater, surrounded by the Covenants. Without the help of the Spirit of Fire, we can't do much, right? So, thanks to the magic of editing, because yeah, this offensive are getting quite lame. And help is coming, trust me, you won't be disappointed. Okay, I'm waiting. I am really waiting to see what kind of help they're saying. They said Omega team, but Spartans. Oh, Pelican is on the roads. Ooh, I like that. How much? Okay, 2 Pelicans. Oh, that's going to be a lot. Oh. Oh boy. Oh yeah. I'm going to like that. The spot of the mission is really going to be good. And now, we can launch an offensive. Yeah, I agree with you, Forge. Serena, you never disappoint. Indeed. Because really the Spartans are already going to kick some asses. Oh man, so much Spartans at the same time.
On the way.
Oh, seriously. So, we can launch a scale offensive right now. Yeah, I'm sending all my other units. And yeah, of course you will clean up this nest. Oh boy, these guys are so badass. I really love it. I really love it. So my air units are getting their asses kicked. They just went here to scout what's on the enemy base, and I'm sending all the available units as well to launch a very big offensive on the Covenant. Because we absolutely need to launch the offensive right now that we have the Spartans.
Let's see what these Spartans can do.
I push the Covenants back. Oh yeah, don't worry for that. We will push them back so hard they don't even know what hit them. And let's go. So the Covenant base is just around the corner right here. And the thing is, none of the units they can send is going to stop these Spartans. We just have to destroy the turrets first, and then Yeah, this is too easy. I don't mind this guy as so cocky. But they can be, actually. This guy is some sort of super soldier, you know. The armor that they wear is 500 kilograms. You have to be a Spartan to wear this armor. The armor is so... it's a power armor, of course. So there are motors basically moving the parts of the armor. And if a normal person tries to use this armor, it moves so hard that it can basically, the armor can basically break your arm if you try to move it if you are not a Spartan. Some people tried and yeah, they basically broke their arms by doing so. And we just have to destroy this thing right now. So it's the Covenant base, it's not going to be that much of an issue to destroy, just have to destroy the turrets in the meantime. Yep. All the pro turrets. Yep. Spartan 1, turret 0. Now you can call that the cavalry. Look at that. This base is really defenseless right now. And yeah, it was defenseless, now there's no base anymore. Oh, I love that. The sector is clear. We're gone. I love it. Yeah, your mission is over, guys.
We've got a new problem.
Really? Oh, that's going to be an issue, because if it's a problem that even the Spartans cannot solve, oh boy. So, that's it for today. Next video on Friday at noon, Paris time. So, have a good one, folks. Goodbye.